How to play Jeopardy, dumbass.
No, no.
Pick a category, pick an amount. Jeez, you act like we've never fucking seen Jeopardy.
So, welcome to the All Pop No Culture podcast. I'm your host, Opie. I'm joined, as always, by Kevin,
Hello.
Alex,
Hi.
David,
Hello.
and Peter.
Howdy, everybody.
The whole gang's back together. I really felt it was lacking last week, mainly because we were talking about Godzilla versus Kong. And after we'd gone through everything, I read your review of it, Kevin, and it was basically everything we were just talking about. So
Yeah, it was kind of everybody's opinion mashed into one.
yeah. So before we get started, Kevin, you were away last week spending time in beautiful Florida. I imagine for like an observation thing or just to have fun at Disney World.
Yes.
And anything fun at Disney World that is relevant that you'd like to talk about real quick before we get into viewership?
The biggest thing was getting on the Rise of the Resistance ride. I just thought that ride was fucking cool. That's all I can say.
What is that if you had to describe the type of ride that you're doing?
It's more of an experience than any other ride I think that they have. With the pass that we had for my son, we skipped even at Rise of Resistance, we skipped a line. So when our number came up, we essentially were on the ride. So I didn't get to see the initial kind of walkthrough, but you start off and they put you in this room and there's this little presentation with BB-8 and Ray. So they do their little thing. They're like, we need your help, blah, blah, blah. They move you into this next space, which is
is that like a pre-recorded thing or is it animatronics?
Yeah. It's pre-recorded. Well, BB-8's obviously animatronic, but she's a hologram.
Gotcha.
And so then they take you outside and you see like Poe's X-Wing fighter, and they march you into this shuttle, which is the first part of the ride. But it's really cool because they put you in there and then action happens while you're on this. So it's like you're taking off from the planet and you're trying to smuggle a spy out or something like that. And as you're trying to escape, you get attacked by the First Order. And so they pull you in with a tractor and they board you. So somebody, a Disney employee comes in dressed as a First Order officer and they're like, you need to get off the ship. And so when you get taken off of the ship, it's like they're going to torture you or whatever, right? But they take you off the ship and you walk into what looks like a Star Destroyer bay. So there's this huge room, and in the background, there's like a giant black cutout that looks like space, and you can see other Star Destroyers going by, and there's like 40 stormtroopers like around. I mean, it looks like you're in a movie. Like it's super cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really rad. And then so you walk through to the next part of the ride, which looks like you're walking through the halls of a Star Destroyer. And then they put you in a cell where they're going to interrogate you. And so while you're in there, up top, Kylo Ren and General Hux show up and they're trying to, they have their pre-recorded thing about how they're going to get information from you, blah, blah, blah. And they get pulled away. And then they essentially, like the resistance cuts into the room that you're in. So, I mean, it looks like a solid room, but then they cut into the door and the door or into the wall, and the wall opens and they help you escape, right? And then you get on what is the actual ride. So you sit down on this little cart that kind of wheels you around as you're trying to escape the Star Destroyer. And so, you're going through and you see Kylo Ren and they do all this stuff. There's some really cool special effects in there. And then at the very end, you drop and you escape and you get out and you have this little kind of flight simulator sequence at the very end. But it's a really cool ride just because of like the different components of it that make it feel like you're doing more than just sitting down on a ride and then being done in 30 seconds. Wow,
but
cool. It's really cool. But yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back. So I'll start off this week. I haven't I haven't really done much as far as watching. Me and David went and had another look-see at Godzilla versus Kong in the theater to see if that made any difference in terms of probably just my opinion of it, since everyone else just loved it.
Just loved it.
But besides that, all I've been doing is I just started rewatching Arrested Development on I think it's on Netflix. Seen it all the way through. I don't know if I saw the last season or all of the last season that came out a few years ago. So just I started over from the beginning. Very funny, good writing from the get-go. You know, that was one of those shows that kept winning awards, but nobody watched.
Yeah.
So
it's really witty. I mean,
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but so other than that, is anybody watching something worthwhile talking about before we get into Falcon and Winter Soldier? And it looks like we got a couple reviews for franchises this week. So let's see, from my point of view, let's go around the horn with Alex. Is anything to talk about this week, sir?
Sam and I have just been continuing to chip away at Letterkenny again for me and for the first time for her. We're making good progress. We're in season 6, I think.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, we don't do anything, so.
Damn, are you enjoying it any more than
she is? She has actually a lot of the same problems that I do. I think the show is incredibly funny and really clever, but I think some of the stuff they do with, like, we'll just call them fart jokes for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Like the weakest shit that they do. And like all the stuff with Shorzy when he's on the toilet and just stuff like that. It's just like move past.
Very repetitive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's also like the writers are so much smarter than this because they prove that constantly with a lot of their comedy.
Mm.
And then they fall back on this pee pee poo poo stuff. And it's just like,
it's a little
like
childish compared to the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's my least favorite part, and it's her least favorite part. But she's liking it the more and more. Like you get attached to the characters because some of them are really cool. But just chipping away at that. Otherwise, for me, it's just been a lot of gaming, a lot of new games this week, and then I've just been like just YouTube, fucking watching just random shit on YouTube. To be honest, that's been most of my week. So still coming down off that Godzilla versus Kong high.
Yeah. That one
Obviously,
will last a while,
too.
apparently. Jesus Christ. So, all right. And then let's go to David. Anything this week?
Well, we did go see Godzilla versus Kong again. And I will say it didn't hold up quite as well to the second viewing. It was still fun, but all the human bullshit is just like so much more amplified when you know it's coming. It's just like we pretty much talked shit the whole movie.
Yeah, we did.
Because you were just like rolling your eyes. Like the human stuff is just so much worse on the second pass. The monster stuff is still fucking fantastic, and obviously what we're going for anyways. But yeah.
Did you see the random helicopter?
No, I completely forgot to even.
I know what you're talking about. I just didn't find it as fascinating as
it's not fascinating. It's just a helicopter.
As a matter of fact, I think it's in your picture, Alex.
No, that's a different scene. But
okay.
That just goes to show you that there was helicopters flying around the whole time.
Yeah, it never really registered as anything, even the second viewing.
I mean, from the get-go when they're like, okay, let's get Kong off the island. Cut to him on the thing. We look at like, where? How the fuck did you do that?
The whole movie
itself,
right?
Yeah.
Today I watched the Screen Rants pitch meeting for Godzilla.
That's super funny.
Yeah,
I think I sent that to the group, didn't I?
You did.
You may have.
Yeah.
And I watched it today, and I was just like, "Fuck yeah!"
I went and watched them after that one for the whole MonsterVerse.
Yeah.
Like, all of the pitch meetings, and they're all really fun and funny.
They're all spot on. Do you think perhaps that Opie's negative aura affected your second viewing, and that's why you didn't like it as much?
No, I think the Screen Rants actually might have affected my second viewing because
Oh no.
he so perfectly pinpoints every stupid fucking thing.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Right? Like just absolutely nails it to the wall. And then you watch it and you go, man, it's like even worse. So no,
Yeah.
I don't think it was Opie. I think it was actually the Screen Rants. Like
Okay.
it pointed out maybe things that the first time through I just didn't pay attention to it all, just kind of let really slide. But then when he points at it, you go, "Oh Jesus Christ, how did
Well,
I?"
and some of it was
Why
the
wasn't I
pacing
outraged
stuff,
before?
right? Like some of it was where like this dumb shit thing happens, and then we cut to something else right away, so you don't have time to realize that like it's kind of stupid, like.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, I accept that because I know what I went to watch, right? I went to watch a monkey and a lizard beat each other up, and then fight a robot, and then cut out. And everything in between.
But come on, there's limits. There are limits. I mean,
Not for my
Alexander
boy.
Skarsgård.
I will say I had a hell of a lot of fun sitting there and talking shit with Opie.
Oh yeah,
But that's what it was though. That's what I did. That's what I did here with my daughter and my wife when we watched it. Like I said, I'm not saying the movie doesn't have gigantic flaws. It's just
Like what?
exactly what I thought
it doesn't have
be.
gigantic flaws.
Yeah, if you said that, you'd be mistaken.
I mean,
But-
the mere fact that Kyle Chandler's character found Millie Bobby Brown at the end
In
of
downtown
area of
Hong Kong after it's been devastated. I leaned over.
I just look around and she's
fast.
like, "Oh,
there she is, right there."
Yeah.
He's
She's like yelling his name and he hears her. Yeah.
Building a tube from Florida of all fucking states.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pensacola.
dude.
Why would you want to put a pipeline right to Florida, man? It just seems like a dumb move.
Yeah,
It's like her whole storyline. I was like, dude, he really is the worst fucking dad. Because he's like, I just want you to stay out of it. And she's like, sure, fucker. Then she has her not boyfriend pick her up in a van. She meets some stranger. They go into a fucking tunnel into nowhere and end up halfway across the country, a planet, which is cool because that's where her dad was going.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're just like, what?
Well, I mean, if you think back to like Godzilla, travel convenience has always been part of this franchise. So, like, if a character needs to get there, they'll get there by whatever fucking means they want. Nuclear trains coming through. Why don't we just catch a ride on that to the next attack? I mean, like the main character in that film was at every single Godzilla fight magically, the only person on the planet to eyewitness every single one of them. So it's a normality for this series. You just kind of got to go with it.
It's just like old Godzilla movies, though. That's exactly the way the old Godzilla movies were. It's just the human foible of the movies, and that's not what you're there for.
No, but yeah, like I said, I enjoyed myself. I did not consider it wasted time or money to go back and see it. So
my only argument is if I'm not there for the human
Why pay
element,
for your
why
ticket?
not just write less of it?
that's true. You did pay for my ticket, so I seriously didn't consider it a loss of money.
Yeah.
It was $5 though. I am a cheap date, so I did that. And then since I talked about it so much, I did finally watch A Quiet Place.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So I got to it. It was good. I liked it. It was
first one's
a
good.
little predictable. There were obvious things, and I knew that the father was going to die because that had been
spoilers,
long
Jesus.
ago.
Yeah. Well, didn't we see the preview before Godzilla?
Yeah, the preview for it.
Yeah. For
And
the sequel.
that's what made me really want to see it. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we finally watched it, and and it was good. I liked it. I definitely liked it better than Bird Box.
Oh yeah.
So it was.
Well, that's because it's a better movie.
It is. A better movie. I thought it was good. I mean, there's obvious flaws in the whole thing. I mean, you cut one loud fart, you're just dead, right? Like, if you snore, dead man. Like,
Dude.
Like
There's no way.
It took so little for those things to show up, and so there's definitely was some serious need for disbelief in the film, but it was entertaining. So I look forward to seeing the second one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So it's just been delayed, just like everything else.
So many times.
It's kind of like we're rehaving our conversations from a year ago.
Yeah.
Black Widow's looking. That preview looks pretty good.
that
huh?
preview
Yeah,
looks
okay.
pretty good.
So
That
I
preview
still
did
have
look
not
good.
seen. I still have not, and have refused to see the trailer for
Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam.
No,
Oh,
me
that was
neither.
in mine. I was
I've
like,
seen
fuck.
I've seen a still from some headline as I'm flipping through, but I haven't seen anything.
I was hanging out with some friends who are of Alex's generation, and they were so excited. They loved the trailer. They were so excited for the new movie. They were, and I was like, "You guys loved the original, didn't you?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, like so much." And I was like, "Okay, so you're clearly the target audience. We're not the target audience." I was like, "I still don't even want to see the trailer." And
Dude,
like,
it looks
"I don't
like
want it. So
it looks
good."
like the original Space Jam meets Ready Player One. Like it
It
just
really
goes
kind of
nuts.
does.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Ready Player One.
Ugh.
You have to, if you
That's
do
fun.
see Ready Player One, you just have to think of it as its own separate thing. If you read the book,
He hasn't read the book,
He hasn't
so he'll
read
be
the book,
fine.
I'll tell you that right now.
well, then enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
didn't read the book
Spielberg
either, and
film.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over the top, the movie, but it's in a good way. I mean, it's so much pop culture in
Yeah.
one fucking place. Like, if nothing else, if you watch that movie, you're just like, how the fuck did they get all these licenses? Like,
Yeah.
all the shit that they put into that movie, I'm just blown away. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
Spielberg,
absurd.
so-
But I think a lot of those were, the nostalgia things like Qbert and
Mhm.
whatnot. Like, what's the draw for Qbert? They can't be asking very much. They're just
Right.
going to be like, yes, you can use it. Just treat our IP nicely, right? Like, so I think most of those people, some of them might even have been throwing it at him, like, please fucking put this in your movie. I need to revitalize people's interest in, Dig Dug.
Well, yeah. Plus, I think they all realized that with the source material, even as far as it strayed from it, if they put it in there, it wasn't going to be treated like shit. Like it was going to be
Well, 'cause
treated
it
as
was-
like this
It was
beloved
Spielberg.
thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like you could put
Oh, but
anything
even
in there.
yeah,
Like
even
there
the book was a
GoBots
love
could have been
letter.
in there, and people would have been like, "Oh shit, GoBots."
Yeah, the whole thing was a love letter to the.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's just all
Definitely.
the book is, and that's why it's my favorite book of all time. No, but in all seriousness, I also started rewatching the show Wilfred. I never made it through it, and I wanted to finish it. And I don't
Is
know
that the one with there was a guy like a dog?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
I think I saw the first one. I never.
Yeah, I watched some of that.
it's a weird show.
It's very
Bird
weird.
was in it, right?
Very weird show. It's got Elijah Wood as the main character.
Yeah.
And then, some really funny Australian guy as the dog. I get the impression that the show probably happened in Australia first, and then we made an American version and ran it on FX. Put Elijah Wood in it, or maybe Elijah Wood was in it from the beginning. I don't know. I didn't research it that much, but I can just say that if you're looking for something weird and quirky and fun, it's a good show.
Yeah.
And
All right.
that pretty much taps me out.
Okay. Well, then that moves over to Pete. Anything worth?
I finished Entourage. That last season's really hard to get through.
The last, yeah, it was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
last season's a little hard to get through. I'm a little ticked because HBO Max does not then have the Entourage movie.
Really?
And-
Really?
Yeah, they
Where
only
does-
they only have the series. Yeah, I'd have to go rent it on like iTunes or something else to be able to
That's
watch the
bizarre.
movie. Yeah, I was like, no, I've seen it. Like when it'll eventually come to HBO Max at some point
What-
again.
was
And
it-
I'll-
Produced by HBO.
yeah,
Show was. Yeah.
The show was. I'm talking about the movie.
yeah, no, it was like an HBO Films. It's like when like MTV did, would start doing the MTV films.
Yeah, that's
Shit,
what I was
it
just
the same kind of
wondering
thing.
that it was.
Yeah. Oh no,
That's
like
odd.
a very large studio hit it and distributed it, but it was all in house, and you could tell because the movie's just one long fucking episode from beginning to end. On an even grander scale than the show gets sometimes. It's fun. It's a fun series. The episodes are so short that you can chew through them if you just like I said last week, really, if you love that kind of inside baseball, behind the scenes kind of stuff, it's really fun to watch, even though it's a total glorified and glamorized and probably mostly fake version. And it's one of the few things that I genuinely like Jeremy Piven in, even though he is just being Jeremy Piven like he is in fucking everything. But he's that character Artie Gold is fucking hilarious, and the surrounding cast is great. Yeah, watch it. It's fun. Other than that, kept chipping away at The Office a little bit with the oldest. She's really, really digging it as the seasons go on.
Okay.
I'm remembering I'm missed like entire seasons of that show and didn't even realize it because I thought I thought I had like watched them all in syndication, and then because I didn't really get into the show until about the 5th season, and then it was before streaming, so we didn't really have a way to easily get to it. So I watched a ton of it in syndication, and as we're going back through, I'm like, oh fuck, I do not remember this, like at all. But it's The Office is another just phenomenal show. It's really about it. Like you, Alex. Actually, I went down a bunch of YouTube holes and wound up watching, like 3 or 4 hours the other night. Friggin' Graham Norton show clips.
There's so many. It's such a good show. It's like,
I've watched many of those over and over as well.
Oh yeah. He's hands down the best late night talk, whatever you want to call it, host / his show is the best environment. Like everything's so much more fluid, and like when you see Fallon and Kimmel and everyone else, like everything's so rigid and stiff, and they're always cutting people off for commercial breaks and yada yada yada, and it just feels awful.
American late night is totally different than British late night for that, because going down that hole, I found there's a lot of shows that are similar to that, but I think he has the best late night format ever. Like he's out there, all the guests come out at once, he introduces them all, and they just start bullshitting.
It's awesome. I love his show.
Henry Cavill stuff. Henry Cavill's fun on his show too.
Oh, I've watched all those clips multiple times.
That's only slightly creepy. All right, that's about it for me.
All right, and then we're back around to Kevin. Kevin, did you have anything that you watched while you were out and about?
Not well. Actually, while I was out in Florida, we got done in the parks one night, kind of early, and the boys were a little fried, so we were trying to figure out what to do. We actually went and saw Godzilla in the theater.
Nice.
So that was cool. It's definitely a different experience for sure. It's I caught some of the things that I missed in the first one, probably because I was tired the first time I watched it. Some things made more sense than they did when I watched them. That doesn't mean they were better. It just means they made more sense. But I enjoyed it in the theater. I mean, it was a fun. It's just a fun movie. It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie, and the boys really enjoyed it. My middle son wanted Godzilla to win so bad that I think if somehow that stupid ass monkey had won, he probably would have murdered us all on the drive home. But then when I got back, I started watching. I started watching the newest season of the show Manifest on NBC, and it's a show. Was that?
No, I said okay.
Yeah, it's a show that I've watched since the beginning, and since like the 3rd episode, maybe even the 1st or 2nd episode, I fucking hated it, and I keep watching it, and I can't explain why.
I remember you talking about this like
a long
7
time
or
ago.
8 months ago, maybe even a year ago.
Yeah,
being like, fuck this show, I can't stop watching.
Yeah, dude. I can't explain why. Like the bummer is that the premise is actually pretty solid, and there's a lot of stuff around it that make it potentially a good show. But it's either the directing or the writing is just so bad, or maybe it's the acting. I don't know, or all three. Basically, everything about it's fucking terrible. But I fucking keep watching it, and I watched the first 2 episodes of this most recent season tonight, and I was just like, I have to stop. So next week I'll watch the next one. But it's not good. It's not good at all. but I'm watching it.
That makes a lot of sense.
We've all been there.
We've
all been there.
It's like a car accident, dude. Every time it comes on, I'm like, I can't look away, but I don't want to watch it. Someday I'll stop watching it. But apparently it can't be canceled. So yeah. Well, the only reason it's still on is because it's executive produced by Robert Zemeckis. So it's got a little name behind it.
So Zemeckis is throwing his weight around to keep it on.
He has to be. He has to be. Like, if you just watch the first like 3 episodes of that show and tell me how it's still on, because it doesn't get any better than the first 3 episodes.
Oh, I saw the trailer for it and was like, oh, this is not for me.
Yeah, it drew a lot of unfair comparisons to Lost because there's an airplane in it.
That's all you need.
That's like literally where the comparison ends. Aside from the production quality, it's just the story is just different altogether. But yeah. So and then today I watched the first like half of Thunder Force on Netflix.
Oh yeah, how's that?
I'm not that impressed.
Melissa McCarthy and
Octavia Spencer.
Really?
I love.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't that good.
Yeah, it just feels like it was thrown together. It doesn't feel like now.
It probably was.
It may have been. Now, I haven't got to the point where they're really doing anything exciting yet. But Palm, I don't know how you say her last name, Clementif. She played Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
She's the villain of the movie, at least as far as we know so far. And the special effects on the stuff that she does actually look really good. But I don't know, like it's not as funny as it could be, or at least not as funny as I would expect it to be with Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer.
Yeah.
And a lot of the jokes feel like old, kind of recycled Melissa McCarthy jokes. It just feels like stuff she's already done. So I'm hoping that the end of it is better. Like I'm going to watch it because I started watching it with my wife, one of my kids. But I'm not too optimistic that it's going to be all that great of a movie. So we'll see. That's about all I've watched besides Final Destination 3.
Wouldn't be an all pop no culture without a swing and a miss from big old Kev Dog over there.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Nice to have you back, buddy. Nice to have you back. All right. Well, then I guess that brings us to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Something I think we've all watched this week and was on last night. So I think by the time we post this, that should be fine. And so who any thoughts? Let's again, so now everyone starts talking at once. I don't know where Pete went. Not complaining. I just don't see him. David, initial thoughts on this episode?
I felt like this one was a really good episode. It had a nice balance. You had some really good story and character interactions and some good action, and like shit went down. And I don't know, just like to keep it vague and allow other people to have stuff to talk about. But I thought it was really good. I thought that they really kind of nailed this episode. I was engaged the whole time and wanted more when it ended. So can't ask for more than that. The Captain America, he's grown on me. I'm liking what he's doing. I like take charge kind of guy.
Yeah.
Really feeling that.
Yeah. So he seems like he's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So okay. Kevin, thoughts?
Yeah, I think that final shot is or the final scene of this episode is like what we knew was coming at some point, like from the beginning, like from the first time you see him, you're just like, this guy is he's gonna fuck this up, and he fucked it up.
He did it spectacularly. Scale. I did not expect it to be like to that level, and like when he started to go for it, I was like, oh, they're gonna go
as soon as
there,
he started chasing the dude, I was like, I knew exactly what was going to happen.
As soon as his, well, spoilers, we've kept it somewhat vague to this point, but
right.
As soon as his partner died,
you knew he was going to snap.
You
like
knew
that
it was going to snap. About half a scene before there, like when they took him, I was like, man, I hope they don't kill his partner. I really like him. And then as soon as I said that, I went, shit, he's going to die. Like I knew it right then and there that he was going to die, because that would, you know, that character was at his breaking point. They just needed the straw.
Yeah.
He was the only person that he had. He's the only person that had his back.
Yeah.
The only person that liked him, and he was far more likable than you know, what's his name? John.
John Walker.
Walker. There you go. But yeah, as soon as he started chasing that bad guy and they were like running towards the street, I was like, I know exactly what's going to happen, and it's not going to be good. Like, you knew he was going to kill the guy, and he was going to do it in the street.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got like, and when they got out there and there was people everywhere, you're just like, I know what era we live in, so it's going to, like, Captain America's murder everywhere. That's what's going to happen. That's how the next episode starts.
My wallpaper on my computer is that last shot of him standing there with the shield with the
all
blood
bloody
on the bottom. Off. I'm all, hells yeah. You gotta get your hands dirty.
Bought yourself a U.S. Agent T-shirt.
Yeah. That's if I ever do cosplay, I'm gonna go as that and then have that.
There you go.
Just have a little bit of
from
stubble.
what I understand, he's super popular out there in the pop culture world, so that'll go great for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Alex, what did you think?
Man, this episode was so boring. I'm just kidding. No, this was hands down the best episode yet. Yeah. Like, no doubt. Like you said, it started really emotionally with Bucky and his flashback to Wakanda and breaking his Winter Soldier programming, which was that was probably the strongest acting I've seen from him in the MCU. Just him sitting there by the fire, resisting and starting to cry and break down, and then, like, you can kind of see, like, the joy when he finally realizes that he's free of the Winter Soldier programming. It's just like, man, that was such a good scene. What a way to start the episode. And like the bookends of this episode, like the first scene and the last scene, couldn't have been more different, but both of them were so strong in their own ways. And all the development, I know David had a comment about the fact that they've really moved away from the Sam as Cap storyline, and they definitely brought that back into the fold. This time they brought Sam's sister back into the fold. We haven't really seen her very much. Like, it's all kind of starting to tie back together, and it made for a super strong narrative. And all of I really love the scene between Carly and Sam.
Yeah. And
they're just talking. And you kind of realize, like, she's not bad, but she's also just not doing this the way she should be doing it. And it was really strong. Like, Sam and I were just on the edge of our pillows. We weren't on a couch. We were just sitting on the ground on pillows, but it was really good. I can't wait for the last two episodes now. Like, I think that they've really hit their stride now with this one. And,
we're gonna see some good stuff coming up soon, I think, because
this
episode, like, it ended up with such a strong point, and it's like there's so much, like, that's gonna happen right away after that. So I mean, I feel like the next episode's gonna hit the ground running.
Yeah, and just the progression of events in this episode, just it all made, like, so much sense. It all worked so well. There weren't any scenes where you were like, like, just everything from Zemo, like when he saw all the things on the ground, I thought they were going to do the typical, like, he'll pick one up type of thing.
I told my daughter, I was like, he's going to smash him. And she was like, no, he's going to take him. I was like, he's going to smash him. And then he smashed him.
I figured he would pick one up and smash the rest. But the fact that he didn't pick one up was great, because that's not his character. Like, I didn't want them to do that, but I was like, please don't take one.
Yeah.
And he immediately started crushing. I was like, good. Yes. Like, as much as I'd like to see more super soldiers because their fights are incredibly entertaining, that's not in line with this character. And I just think it really worked out nicely. And then John getting the serum, and when they realize that that's a thing, like, they're just like, oh fuck. Like,
it was fun to see him, like a guy who was kind of at his peak before he got the serum, get it, and see, like, what a trained fighter does with that shit versus these like
Yeah.
just random street kids that they jumped up.
Yeah.
Like he was tearing them apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that realization when he fought the Dora Milaje, and they're regular people, albeit with Wakandan technology and weapons
Yeah.
and shit, but
Yeah.
even still, like
vibranium
kind of
weapons and all
training.
that. Yeah.
just his utter defeat, being like, these were not super soldiers. Like after he got his ass handed to him, and you're like,
That
well,
was a
that's going to
great
tip him over
scene,
the
though.
edge. Yeah.
And I loved how he was like, no, you got a better chance of tangling with Bucky here than
Yeah.
with these ladies.
Yeah.
I loved Zemo's escape too. He was just like,
He's been so entertaining this entire
Yeah.
time. Like way more than he was in Civil War. Civil War, he was pretty dry for the most part, and just he was very convicted, and but he's been so entertaining to watch in this show, which I'm really happy about.
yeah, he's a really good actor. I saw him. He's on The Alienist on TNT,
Okay.
which only got two seasons, but that show's excellent. And he's one of the main characters. He's fantastic. Like he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then he got to wear his mask for a couple minutes in there.
Baron Zemo.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And I kind of same thing. I thought it was a good episode. The story really started picking up, obviously, and action. And I'm really curious to see what happens with this Captain America character over the next 2 episodes. See if it's something that, is it just in this series that we see this, or does it bleed into other things to come? Or, it'd be interesting to see.
I want to see him fight Bucky. Like I
do
want to see
too.
that fight,
I do
because
too.
I think Bucky is the more badass soldier. I don't care how trained this guy is. Like Bucky was a straight up murderer.
Yeah.
So
He was
That's
psycho
after
stuff.
he spent, an entire war running around with whatever the name of Cap's like guys were who were fucking just wrecking shop all over
dogs.
Europe.
Not mad dogs. What were they? They were
It was something like that. But they were badass commandos before this guy.
Howling Commandos.
Howling
Oh,
Commandos.
hey, shit. I
exactly like what I said.
stepped into it.
The
And,
dogs. Yeah, Howling Commandos. And
Dogs howl. Shut up.
Yeah, so I mean, he was a badass before they the Russians got a hold of him and programmed him and sent him off to be super assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Bucky's. I mean, he's proved it again on this show more than once at this point, just whooping some ass. Although it was really funny when the Dora Milaje put him in his place and basically did like a Kill Bill move to his arm and it fell off.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck?"
He was like, "What the fuck?"
Like, I didn't know you could do that.
And then
He also
we got to
wasn't
see
trying hard though, right?
No, he wasn't. He was just like stop. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't really going full beast mode.
That's what I love is you rarely actually even see him go full beast mode. Even for most of these fights, he gets in it and he tussles, but you never see him really fight yet.
The first Winter Soldier movie you did before he realized who Steve was, and then after that he started having his conflictions, and he definitely.
And you see
toned
it in the
down.
flashback when he took out the guy he really regrets. Like you see it then, but you don't really you haven't seen Bucky really unload yet.
Yeah. I love when he does his arm spin thing, like whenever his arm gets either damaged or he has to like do something to it, and he does like reboot where he like spins it around. It's just he did that in Winter Soldier, and I think another movie. It's just always just the sound effect that goes along with it is just so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It just sounds like it's rebooting his arm. It's just like, man, it's so simple but so effective. Sebastian Stan is handsome.
It sounds like the Apple chime. It's all
Dong.
all right. Well,
Should be that.
Pete, did you have any comments on Falcon and Winter Soldier? No. All right, then let's go to the franchise talk. No, go ahead. Did you have a chance to watch it?
Yeah, I actually watched it this afternoon. It was really good. I like where they're going with it now. Even though they're an hour long, I wish there were way more than 6 episodes.
Yeah.
it was a very kind of slow burn to start here, but now it's really getting cool. And the whole, now that Wyatt's got the super soldier serum running through him,
Yeah.
it's just become very, very interesting. But yeah, like you were saying, I came back just in time for that. I can't wait for that fight. Bucky and him, that one. Oh.
Yeah. I hope it's not Sam and him, because Sam can hold his own, and it's actually really cool getting to see him more in these movies, because you really see like sort of the organic relationship between him and his suit and how he uses it in fights to like his advantage. Like he can go toe to toe with a super soldier because of his enhanced
he's
speed
smart.
from his suit.
And
and the way he like utilizes it and uses it for defense and attack, and it's just like it's really cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So that takes us to our franchise review. So this week we got Kevin with Final Destination 3. And you got Alex. You watched American Pie?
I did.
All right. David, did you watch anything?
No, I had Quantum of Solace, and I wanted to fit it in today, but no, my wife wanted productivity, and so we were.
But no, the wife wanted me to take out the trash. All right, Pete, have you been watching anything from yours?
No, I have not. I've been.
What's yours again?
I got the Predator series.
Oh, that's right. And you watched the first two?
Hey.
No, I've watched the first one and a half.
Yeah.
But still haven't made time for Breaking Bad. Got it. All right, then. Kevin, why don't we start with you with Final Destination? Actually, you know what? No, let's not start with you. Let's start with Alex on because I haven't watched Godfather Part 2. I like I said, I want to try to get it in one sitting, and it's a little over 3 hours, so I'm trying to find a good opportunity to do it. Alex, American Pie.
Yeah.
A teenage classic. I remember when that came out. I think it was like, what is it, 2000 around there?
99.
99. Yeah. So yeah, so I was, well out of high school, so it was not quite my demographic, but I could appreciate the humor at the time.
Yeah, we were all close enough in age.
Yeah, close enough.
I was going into high school that year, essentially.
Oh,
nice.
You're the demographic.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. But
maybe a little,
because
maybe like a hair too young.
Yeah.
They're also the most unrealistic high schoolers I've probably ever seen in a movie.
What?
I think that's why we latched onto it. They look like us, like 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was footage from my high school.
Yeah. Do they have cameras in my room?
Yeah.
I was jazzed when I heard that you got these, because I've recently watched all 3 of these.
Of course, yeah.
Or all 4 of them, just because they just happen to be on. Like Showtime.
Did you say you were jazzed?
I was jazzed. Yeah.
I was jazzed.
Super juiced, bro.
How fucking old are you, man? He's like, it was super.
I just thought it was super swell and neato. All right.
Anyway, continue.
Please, American Pie.
I haven't started. I can't continue. I haven't even begun. Yeah, I mean, it's a movie that was made and came out.
You had seen it before, yeah.
A long time ago, but yes, I've seen it. I mean, it was one of those movies that when it did come out, you watched it because you heard there were boobs in it. And it was just like, it was harder to get them back then. I mean, and that's the best part of the movie, if I have to pick a part. But yeah, it's fine. It's just, I don't know, man. I just I can't say that it ages well. I don't know.
I bet it does not.
Sure
I bet it does not.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's weirdly paced. I think maybe I laughed 2 or 3 times. I didn't have a bad time watching it.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, like it was just there on, and I was like just in the room with it, kind of existing and feeling kind of overwhelmingly awkward at times with some of the stuff they were talking about and things they were saying. And I don't know, it didn't hold up super well. Again, not a bad time, but I guess just in case anyone's like forgot or has never seen it. The whole point of the movie, or the plot of the movie, is there's these 4 teenagers in quotes, who are in their senior year of high school. They're all virgins, and their goal is to lose their virginity before they graduate.
They make a pact.
Mhm.
And they're all kind of.
I feel like this is the plot of every high school aged movie
It
ever
is.
made.
No, it is. The American Pie films are like the last of the teenage sex comedies.
That's
that are
not
gonna come
true.
out,
There's
'cause-
still Super Bad that comes out after this, and it's the same thing.
No, but when
You got-
when you look at the time, I think Superbad actually came out right around when American Reunion did. It was still in there, but this kind of signaled the end of all that. Because there's when you think about it, in the last in the last 10 years.
Have you seen Booksmart?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you have got to see Booksmart. Booksmart is hysterical,
That's
and
good.
it's this movie but with 2 young women, and it is
Oh,
funny.
no shit.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, it's,
cool.
it's only it's like a Olivia Munn or Olivia Wilde.
Yeah,
one
Olivia
of the
Wilde,
Olivias
yeah.
directed it.
One of the
Olivia
Olivias.
Wilde.
Olivia Wilde directed it. Yeah, and then
It's a
Jonah
damn
Hill's
fine film.
sister is one of the
That's
leads.
right.
Yeah.
The other one's
Oh
Caitlin
God,
Dever,
she's
right?
so funny.
Yeah, she's funny in that. So
What was that?
The other actress is Caitlin Dever, I think, right?
Yeah,
she was in that Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. That
short,
show was fantastic
She
too.
was great in that, but she's
Yeah.
comedic timing. The 2 of them are so good, and it is
Yeah.
it is this movie, but modern.
yeah.
Just recently made.
I feel like the movies from that era, late 90s, early 2000s, do not age as well as like 80s teenage films
True.
have.
No, they
True.
don't.
So it's
I don't
weird.
know what it is. I feel like they leaned really hard into the raunchy,
Mhm.
but almost too much, to the point where I'm like, I was in high school. We weren't like
Yeah.
this. Like, this
And
is
it's-
not
yeah.
how we were. Like, I don't know, man. It was, again, it was fine. It had some entertaining moments. It had some really awkward moments where I was like Sam would walk in and I was almost like embarrassed that I was watching it, even though I had to, and she knew I had to. So it was like,
Like what part?
No, I have to watch this show, but do you have to masturbate at the same time?
Yeah.
well, that
you need to bring
I'm
your
doing that
own
right
pie
now.
in
I
with
mean,
you?
what?
Yeah, exactly. You need to act out these scenes. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a virtual experience.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's fine. It
Yeah.
doesn't hold up as well. I'm actually kind of excited to move forward and see, because I might have seen the second one, but I know I
Yeah.
haven't gone past that.
I've
for
seen
sure.
the second one.
I
Yeah.
feel like 2 wasn't very good, and then American Wedding was okay. And
Well,
then
I
I
must-
remember
American
seeing
Reunion was
American
not good.
Reunion and thinking that
That's
they
the last
reached
one I have to
way
Yeah,
too
watch.
hard.
it's if you weren't happy with this one, the next 3 are just more of the same
Well, I was
as
kinda
they
hoping
get, as
that-
they get older.
I was kind of hoping that since we're moving into a more modern era, because the next one I think was like 2002 or 3, like it was a few years between them, as from what I've seen
Mhm.
online.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah, I was
it's
hoping
still
that-
the same bullshit. You still
Yeah.
have Stifler, Jason Biggs's character, whatever his name is. He's
I
still
couldn't
doing
tell you.
Jim.
Jim's
Sure.
still doing stupid shit. And,
Yeah.
I just I wasn't overly impressed. It's no Nightmare 2 through 6,
Yeah,
but
you're
it's
fine. It's a
yeah.
nice-
I'm compared to that, I'm having a fucking
Yeah.
blast. But
You've definitely taken a step up, my friend. You've taken a step up.
I have. I mean, I know that, and
All
I'm
right.
excited about that. But it's watch it if
Yeah,
you
that-
wanna see
that
some
movie,
good
I
boobs.
I also feel like a movie like Can't Hardly Wait probably falls in that category too, where I feel like those movies really leaned into the cultural stereotypes of the time.
They-
which
yeah, very much.
That makes
Oh,
sense. Whereas
completely.
like 80s movies didn't do that. They were a lot of times it was just a depiction of what was going on at the time, and this
Mhm.
is So that's why I felt like those kind of age a little bit better. But yeah, these ones, if you didn't understand the reference for
But
the era,
I do though. I was
Yeah.
very much cognitive.
well, you should, yeah. But I'm just saying, other generations. Have
Yeah. And I will say that it was a time capsule of sorts,
Mhm.
which is probably the most enjoyable. Like some of the music that played during the movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Holy shit! I haven't heard this song in 20 years. Like
Jim's
Uh,
computer.
Jim's computer and his fucking webcam. Like, I was just like, man, like that was probably the most entertaining part. So yeah, I can imagine if you were born in 95 or later, this movie means absolutely nothing to you. Like if you weren't cognitive in the late 90s. But since I was very much cognitive, it did have some enjoyable factors, but I can't say I recommend it. I don't know. It's I would like if someone was like, "Should I watch that?" And it'd be like, "Have you ever seen it before?" And they said no. I'd be like, "You're not missing anything."
Yeah,
you'll answer this way. Should I watch it? If it's between that and Nightmare on Elm Street, 2, 3.
Which nightmare? No.
Yeah, which nightmare?
There's like 2 good ones.
Yeah, I think most of the 90s comedies don't really hold up. I think like the exception of the rule is like Clueless. I can't think of really any
there's a
kind of teenage comedy.
10 Things I Hate About You, and all right, is that
I think holds up pretty decently still.
Opie had,
She's All That.
She's All That didn't hold up.
No,
I haven't seen it recently.
She's All That doesn't. See, I think Can't Hardly Wait does a little bit for me. At least
I really Can't Hardly wait enough.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. It doesn't lean into the raunch like the American Pie movies do.
Yeah,
it's
raunchy. And I think the most stereotypical character in that one is Seth Green, and that's like really tongue in cheek.
Yeah, but I think actually, what I think actually holds up better than those is the Not Another Teen Movie.
Yes.
That still, like, I watched that and it's hilarious because it's like, it's totally making fun of all that same stuff in those that, for the sake of making fun of it. So it's like that actually works better. But at the same time, it helps if you've seen those other movies,
right?
For the reference. But yeah. So I'd say for that, in that case, it holds up. All right. Well, moving on over to a real piece of shit because I've seen this one.
Another 90s spectacular.
Those people did not look like they're having fun on that roller coaster.
Yeah. Final Destination Trey.
Yeah. Yeah, this one.
Did this have the tanning booth one? Was that the?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
And so
Boobie
this
part.
yes, there was a boatload of boobs in this from 2 girls. So you got 4 boobs for a long time because of the tanning bed. So it was like super gratuitous, and which is fine. The only actress with a name or actor with a name at all is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's the main character.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Don't get excited, dude. That's not a good enough reason.
I'm not.
Who is she?
Ramona Flowers is the quickest thing, but she's been in a bunch of shit.
She was in the John Goodman Cloverfield sequel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know.
So anyways, so obviously from the picture, the accident in this one is a roller coaster, which was super terrifying because I just got back from Disney World. Except it's
like meta.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, but it was so cheesy. Like it opens up, she's walking through the carnival. So number one, it's like this super like big, huge, fancy roller coaster, but it's like she's walking through the town carnival. If you've ever been to a fucking town carnival, the roller coaster is like a circle.
Yeah. You're lucky if you have a fucking Ferris wheel.
Yeah, exactly. And so like she's walking around, she's taking pictures for the yearbook. So she's got her camera and she's taking pictures of all this stuff. And the first fucking one she takes is the cheesiest fucking thing, because they're on this ride that goes up and down, and it's called the high dive. And she takes a picture of it. And when she looks at the picture, of course, the V is blacked out. So it says high die. Like, just, it's just like, fuck, really, dude? And so,
you know right away the quality of the film.
Well, and you already know what's happening. Like, at this point,
does she have a Polaroid? Or is it a digital camera? What?
It's a digital camera. It's an old like little digital camera, probably about the same size as an iPhone really is now. But at this point, when you're watching a Final Destination movie, you know the opening scene is leading up to the accident, and then it'll flash back to before the accident, so they can get everybody off. So you know that this is like
they have a formula, yeah,
right. And so it's all super like cheesy. She's taking all these pictures; they're all stupid, and she's seeing these things that, like, if you saw them at a park, there's no reason they would make you uncomfortable, but everything she sees, she's like getting all nervous about, like just all kinds of dumb shit. And then she gets on the ride, she freaks out, and they make her stay on the ride, and then it goes, and everybody dies on the ride. And for once, for that accident, for the actual roller coaster opening scene accident, it wasn't very gory, which is the usual, like what makes the Final Destination movies fun. And so part of me was like, oh shit, did we even lose this? Like, because that would suck even more.
You look at the rating, it's like PG-13.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
I know. G. Oh,
Yeah.
Everyone just knocks their heads. Owie.
Yeah. Mom, I got a boo-boo. So the accident happens, and then it flashes back, but it flashes back, to like literally as the ride's about to start. So she freaks out and gets off the ride. To get more people off the ride somehow, they start a fight. So I think 7 kids get off the roller coaster, and then it crashes anyways, even though like one of the things that caused the accident was this pervy dude walking around with a video camera. During the accident, it falls off and somehow magically wraps around the track. And so when the cart hits it bounces. It's so stupid. But
sounds logical.
I'm like, a roller coaster would cut right through that strap.
Right.
It wouldn't
Absolutely.
even fucking move.
Absolutely. and so he actually gets off the ride, so his camera's not there, but it still blows up anyways. So cool.
It has to, man. Death finds a way. I thought you've been through 2 movies already.
Yeah.
We have to explain this to you again, Kevin.
I like the way you explain that. You've been through not you've watched, not you've seen. Just
and how many are there?
These.
There's 5. There's 5.
5. Okay.
I got 2 more to go.
2 more to finally get it through your thick skull and how this is going to work.
That's right.
I'll figure it out someday.
Yeah.
And so, like at this point, it's like, you got the girls in the tanning bed. They're cute teenage girls. Naked in a tanning bed, shit goes sideways. They basically cook, and it's a little gruesome. Like it's more, it's more shocking than anything when they explode. And, actually, pretty decent special. Well, the tanning beds explode.
Oh, okay.
I thought they got like super heated inside them, and like they
cook
like
a cooking marshmallow in the microwave.
Yeah, they
something.
cook. But the special effects in that scene are actually pretty solid, all considering. And then so somehow, for reasons unknown, the main character girl is going through the pictures on her camera, and she realizes that all of the pictures she took going on before the ride predict how everybody's going to die. And so when she goes to explain it, like I didn't even understand the explanation, but she talks about the old, the airplane flight from the first one. They completely don't talk about the second film at all.
Just like Nightmare.
Which I don't
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
The second one's always like the test subject ones. Try this. Nope. All right, let's get back to the main story.
Yeah. And so they so she's talking about how pictures give everything away, and she pulls up a picture of Lincoln where there's like a line across his head, which happens to be right where he got shot, and then she brings up fucking 9/11, so it shows the Twin Towers and a shadow of the plane, and I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know when this came out, but it was too soon.
That's poor take.
I was like, yeah,
that's not
I was like, wow. And then so it starts going through the line, so people die in all kinds of fun ways. Like the next dude gets rear-ended by a truck that's going so fast somehow that the engine flies out of the front of the truck, and then the fan from the engine cycles hits his head.
Totally realistic.
Yeah, and then it was like one jock dude's working out, and they go through all this stuff, and he gets all cocky because he thinks he avoided death, and then the weights just fucking slam down on his head. So again,
is this a comedy?
Dude, it might as well be. Like it. Like one girl gets brutally shot in the back of the head with a nail gun, like repeatedly, because somehow it's bouncing, so the trigger's going, and it's just like
she can't
then
move out of the way, or no?
No, she's stuck.
Okay.
What's crazy is so there's 2 kids that keep showing up at all of these death scenes, and like they keep going to the cops keep showing up, and these kids are always at these scenes where people are dying, and they're just like, that's weird that you guys were there. Go ahead. They're not suspects in these crimes. Like the cops are like, nope, there's no way you did it. You can go.
Are they white
You
teeth?
didn't do it last time. You clearly couldn't do it this time
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
Keep moving.
yeah. You could
Thanks
not
for
have killed
calling
four
it.
people.
Thanks
Yeah.
for calling this in.
And then at some point you find out that the girl's sister, the Mary Elizabeth Winstead sister, was on the roller coaster and got off somehow, even though you didn't see it during the film. And she didn't know her sister was on the ride, so she finds out and she's like, "Oh fuck, my sister's gonna die." And so they are somewhere, and so
Wait,
they're
her
like
sister
the
was on the roller coaster that she freaked out on and got off, and then 7 people were like fighting,
and nobody
they
knew.
didn't talk about that at all afterwards.
Mm-mm.
And
Not
her
until it
sister
was
didn't
convenient.
think maybe I should go see what's wrong with my sister. Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Was she not
Mm-mm.
at the carnival
guess
with her
she-
sister to begin with?
Yeah, she was there for like a minute, but somehow like, and the thing is, like, you look at the picture, she was like 3 seats in front of her. Like, there's no reason she wouldn't know that her sister was on the ride,
Wow.
or that she got off the ride.
So the writer of this wrote Godzilla versus Kong.
You
it's
watch your
very
tone,
possible.
sir.
So the girl and the dude saved the sister's life, and then the girl that was
This
sitting next to
time,
the sister,
She's
yeah,
gonna die. I mean,
Don't they know they need to let her die in a way that they can revive her again?
yeah, no, they didn't get that note because that was in the second film, which doesn't
Oh.
exist. Yeah, bummer.
Darn it.
The one disappointing thing is that Tony Todd was not in this film, so there was
He
no
is,
like.
though.
He's the voice at the end. Don't
the voice
don't,
of
don't,
the devil.
Don't.
I know.
Don't.
Well, no,
Just
because
stop.
I was looking it up to see like if he showed up in this one to
Stop it.
ask you how he did, and alas, it's a voice.
Yeah, they got rid of the coroner with all the answers for no fucking reason.
Allah.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyways, so then the next scene is like months later. The girl's on a subway train.
why would you ever, like, if I was any of these characters, why would you put yourself in these kinds of?
You got to check yourself into a mental
Yeah.
institution. don't
Patty
they?
Hill is clearly the only way to survive for any length of time.
Yeah, 6
Yeah.
months later, she's getting on this huge Ferris wheel.
Yeah, she's
She
like
went to-
walking through a field of chainsaws.
She's going to
So
the gun
accurate.
range.
Yeah. No, so she gets on the subway, and she's talking to her friends, and she starts to have these feelings again, which again make no sense. And then somehow magically her sister shows up. She's like, "Why are you here?" And she's like, "Oh my God, it's such a coincidence that we ran into each other." Blah 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 blah. And then she says something, and she's like, "Oh well, were you talking to this other guy?" And she's like, "Yeah, I was talking to him the other day, and he's fine." So they're like, "Oh, we're all gonna be fine." And then they look over, and he's sitting on the train car too. Like at the end of the car, they just haven't seen him the whole time.
Yeah.
And then
everyone who needs to die is all in the same spot together.
yeah, exactly. So coincidentally,
Uh-oh.
and then so the train crashes and everybody dies in like their own brutal way. But then twist, she wakes up because it's another premonition. It's the first time they've done that. Where at the end of the movie is a second premonition.
Double premonition twist.
Yeah,
What?
it's the
first
then-
time-
Double premonition.
It's the first time they've done that thing they've done 3 times.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
so she, so it shows her waking up from the premonition, and then the subway doors close. It fades to black, and you like hear the train crash, anyways. So you're like, what?
Might as well just leave it with the train crash.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
To give you that false
So-
hope before they ran it over with a train.
so she gets on the train, and before the doors close, she falls asleep.
Yeah.
No, she just sees this stuff.
narcolepsy.
Oh.
Like it's just, yeah. No, she's never asleep.
Okay.
Never asleep. No.
Yeah, these aren't the
Oh.
nightmare movies.
Yeah, don't be ridiculous.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
feel stupid for
You're mixing them up.
Yeah, keep it realistic,
Um,
buddy. So yeah, so all in all, it's a great movie. I'm really excited for the fourth one.
Look, you're ready for, yeah. I bet you're ready for the fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's it for our reviews. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Pete has a game for us to play,
We're gonna take a short break and go into
take
that
a
when we come
break.
back.
and we'll come back.
Didn't you already
and,
take a break, Pete, in the middle of the
really,
show with no explanation?
I had
Not that we're
child issues.
complaining, Kevin. All right. So so we're gonna take a break, And when we come back, we're going to play a game to see what penalty Alex gets for losing. No, I guess on this one, it's basically whoever wins gets.
It's more like you get a boon if you win rather than you get a penalty if you lose.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
Alex's
how to
favorite
We
kind
all
of
have
game.
a boon that we can use against Alex.
Which you will.
That's right. Yeah.
Just to keep tradition going.
Yeah.
Because you don't fuck with tradition.
Yeah. Spin the wheel. Oh, Alex now gets that Friday the 13th franchise we're talking about.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening. This is the All Pop No Culture podcast that you've been listening to. I don't know what's so funny, Peter. This is super serious. Can you calm down, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm here to tell you, against my will, about other ways that you can talk to us besides not talking to us, because this podcast only allows us to communicate one way. So if you want to communicate the other way, we have a phone number. It's 925-400-8447. So go ahead and call us on that. Can they call on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And leave a voicemail.
And that, yeah, because we're not going to answer for sure.
Yeah, but we'll use it on air.
Yeah, for sure. We also have a Gmail account because we're basic as fuck. It's allpopnoculturepod@gmail.com. We also have a website, which is allpopnoculture.com. And we have other things like a Facebook page and an Instagram account and
Twitter.
and a Twitter. And that's it.
YouTube.
And you, yeah, well, if they're watching this, they have YouTube already, so they know that one. Right?
I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Shh.
That's a good point.
I'm doing this my way, okay? I thought you said you were not going to talk.
I tried.
You're distracting me.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
And if you are watching this, I'm so fucking sorry.
All right, well, we're back from break. And we're going to play Pete's All Pop No Culture Jeopardy game. He has some categories here, and I think it's just basic Jeopardy rules. We all have our own little buzzers on our devices, and our characters are down at the bottom. So if you're watching the video of this, I imagine it's actually something worth watching. If you're just listening to it, then you can't see it. So then we are going to, I'll hand it over to Pete now, which I don't often say with any sense of confidence, but Pete, take it away.
All right. So tonight in Jeopardy, the Jeopardy round, our categories are Tom Cruise characters, All Things Affleck, Avengers Side Hustle, Dead or Alive, famous SNL characters, and shit only Alex should know. And in Avengers Side Hustle, I'm going to give you 3 movies that contain an actor who was in the Avengers, and you're going to give me the Avenger character name, not the actor name. And we have randomly decided that Alex will go first. So Alex, take it away.
Let's start off with that sounds interesting. Avengers Side Hustle for 100.
Ooh, okay.
I can't buzz in. There we go. Did I
Okay,
win?
so Opie?
Yep. Thor.
Son of a bitch.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a delay on that buzzer, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, I just started tapping and then waited
You're
till
like,
it became
"Ah!"
available. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's the timer. I think is well, no, it's
Oh,
only 5 seconds.
Oh, it has
so
like
that
a
should
delay.
be-
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's got a 5 second read time for
Okay.
the question
We might want to
before you
lower
can
that.
buzz in.
Now, obviously, you have to give him a red X on that because he didn't say who is Thor.
Okay, so that's what we had discussed that briefly before.
Ah.
Are we going to go with Jeopardy rules?
No, I was joking.
with
Yeah,
that,
I don't think
because
that's a good idea.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I've got it. The
We can,
answers are
if-
phrased in such a way.
If that's the rule, then that's fine. I
No.
just didn't know that was a rule.
I was being.
No, I think
Let's not do that.
Don't be a dick, Alex.
I'm sorry.
All right. Now, is it my turn or
It is
now
your
it's
turn.
Kevin?
It's your
No,
turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you get to pick now.
I'll go famous SNL characters for 100. And do it. Okay.
Opie?
Who is Bill Hader? Yay! I don't hear any
Oh, you know
fanfare.
what? We are missing something for the listening audience. Both of those questions, they have no idea what the questions were.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Oh.
So Pete,
Yeah,
you
that's
probably
probably-
ought to read the
you probably
question.
You're gonna have to
Read
do a
that
little
off.
reading.
So okay, so Pete, that's on you, buddy.
All right then.
You'll have to read the question,
Yeah. So Opie,
which
you
makes
select
sense.
again.
Even on the actual Jeopardy, he reads the fucking questions.
I know.
I love though that we got 2 questions in and the only one who noticed was Kevin.
The one who does the video.
Should we start over?
No,
We
just
can
keep going.
recreate this.
It's fine.
All right. Okay. Let's do. I'm gonna do famous SNL characters for 200.
Wayne and Garth. Opie again.
Who is Mike Myers and Dana Carvey?
I turn my Wi-Fi on here.
Yeah, man, I'm pounding the button too.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't think anyone else has a chance at this.
That's all I'm doing. I'm just okay. That's hilarious. Okay, if this happens again, then we gotta figure something out because I'm not doing anything special. Let's go.
rigged like all the other games.
I'm just gonna go straight for the $500 questions.
Just put it away right away.
There's just no way for us to catch up.
Okay, famous SNL characters for 300.
Mary Catherine Gallagher. Opie again.
Molly Shannon. Who is Molly Shannon?
Correct.
All right. So I don't understand. Okay, I don't know what.
I didn't tap that time. I didn't know who that was.
I
Yeah,
did.
I didn't either.
Oh,
I
did you?
yeah.
I
David,
did.
you?
Yeah, it showed it. If you look, Opie's was 1 and it was yellow, and then mine was also buzzed in yellow, and I had a 2. And it also
Ah.
showed that you guys had not buzzed in.
Okay.
There you go.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe on that one. I'm gonna keep going on this category then. As famous SNL characters for 400.
Matt Foley.
Who is Chris Farley?
Correct.
Interesting though, that character was written by Bob Odenkirk. Famous SNL characters for 500. Peter.
Denise Zazu McDonough and Pat Sully Sullivan. Opie?
Who is Rachel Dratch and Jimmy Fallon?
Correct.
All right. You guys playing or?
I had no chance of ever answering.
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know.
Oh,
that
really?
at all.
I
know
did.
those?
Oh no,
I've seen like 2 episodes of SNL in my entire life.
Okay.
I buzzed into some of the middle stuff. I had Molly Shannon. I had Mike Myers.
Okay.
I had Mike Myers, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Mike Myers.
do the then let's move on over to Tom Cruise characters for 100.
Lieutenant Pete Maverick Mitchell.
What is Top Gun?
I'm assuming that's what you're looking for is the name of the movie in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just whatever Opie answers apparently.
Yeah, it's whatever the answer is, because this is not a fair. It doesn't ever go.
Yeah.
He's really in my garage on my Wi-Fi. That's why.
Yeah, he's sitting right next to you. That's why you got the green screens.
Okay, let's do Tom Cruise character for 200.
Brian Flanagan.
Oh,
Holy shit!
Holy
I won
crap!
one.
I got in.
Far and Away?
Jerry Maguire.
Wrong.
No.
No.
What is?
Kevin.
Oh, I thought I was me. Far and Away.
Wrong.
No.
Opie.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know. I was gonna say, what is Far and Away?
What is Cocktail?
Oh,
why'd you just do X on me? I didn't
Why
even.
is it
I fixed
2000?
I fixed it.
Oh man, that shit was funny. For those who couldn't see, for no reason.
I accidentally took points away from Alex just because it just felt
fuck you,
natural.
Alex.
all right. So
Basically.
back to me then.
It is back to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
no one
still you.
answered.
All right. Let's do Avengers Side Hustle for 200.
A Scanner Darkly, Natural Born Killers, and Soap Dish. Opie.
Who is Iron Man?
Yes.
Hmm.
Correct.
Yeah.
That was not-
Avengers Side Hustle for 300. Oh, look at
Oh,
that
God.
graphic. Damn.
I Love You, Man, 200 Cigarettes, and Wanderlust. David.
You want Ant-Man?
Correct.
Yep.
David, select the next category.
Holy shit! I want to know the shit Alex knows. 200.
Oh, 200.
Damn.
This is Sam's favorite color.
Oh, motherfucker.
Teal.
That is correct.
Yeah.
This is like just a sandbag category. Just so Alex can feel like he actually had a chance.
Man, that was totally worth it, though. I gotta say.
Alex, pick again.
Here's the thing, guys. I'm not going to pick those myself. I'm going to wait until you have to pick them, and then I'm going to steal it from you. So
Okay.
by that time, I'll be in last place anyway, so it won't matter. Tom Cruise characters for 300.
Jerry Maguire.
Oh, Jerry Maguire.
Alex. Correct.
That's some bullshit right there.
That was a little bit of bullshit. That was a little bit of bullshit.
Okay. That's a 300.
That was a 300.
Fuck you.
That should have been the 100.
That's the
dude.
100.
That's the 100 for sure.
You even fucked that up. All right.
Let's keep it going. Let's do Tom Cruise for 400.
Mitch McDeere.
The fuck?
David.
The Client.
No.
Yeah.
Do you have a timer over there?
Well, it's time. Yeah, that's I gotta change.
Oh, I
Jesus,
see.
it's like if
45
nobody's-
minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's got it. That's the firm.
Okay.
That's what I was going for, but I got the Ron Grisham book.
So I guess we'll kill it off then. Tom Cruise characters for 500.
Les Grossman. Alex.
Tropic Thunder.
Correct.
Fuck. Yep.
Damn it.
Alex, pick again.
Oh, let's go for All Things Affleck for 100.
Oh, here we go.
This rom-com bomb co-starring J-Lo has been playing a bumbling mobster. Alex.
Geely.
Wow.
I want to see what. Let's do Dead or Alive for 100. What is that? I'm assuming.
Sean Connery.
Oh, I see.
Alex.
He's dead.
He is alive. Oh, well,
No,
he is
dead.
not.
He is definitely dead.
You know what? You're right. The website I looked at fucked that up.
Where did you look at it?
about 2 days ago, and it just hasn't been updated. Good Lord.
No,
This
Sean
is a
Connery
really
is dead.
depressing
You-
category.
Yeah,
It is.
you know the show's about pop
Okay.
culture, right?
Yeah. All right. There we go.
So, okay.
Yeah. So
No,
that one was that
not
one was out of date.
That was.
But I gave Alex the points for actually being correct.
Okay.
I would hope so.
All right.
I don't like
What's
that
next?
category. Let's do Avengers Side Hustle for 400.
Oh,
Chef, Home Alone 3, and We Bought a Zoo. Alex.
Happy.
No.
No?
Kevin.
I was gonna say happy.
No.
I was also
David.
going to say happy.
No. Okay.
who is Black Widow?
Correct.
Oh, shit. She's in Chef also?
Yeah,
Along with,
she's his hostess.
Okay. I didn't see that movie. I just knew
It's
he
a
was
good
like the
movie.
main star.
Good fucking movie.
I've heard. I only knew he was in it.
Let's do Avenger Side Hustle for 500.
13 going on 30. The Kids Are All Right, and The Last Castle. Opie.
Who is the Hulk?
Correct.
Oh.
All righty. Then let's do shit only because aesthetically it's driving me crazy. Shit only Alex should know for $100. Shit.
320.88. Kevin.
Sam's birthday.
Correct.
Fucker.
Oh, nice steal.
That's what I was going to guess as well.
That was a total guess.
I like that. Fuck that.
I'm gonna go Dead or Alive for 200.
Yeah, the veracity of this one is.
Don't ever
questionable.
any of you.
Oh wait,
forget.
no.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kevin.
He's dead.
I've got
Is
him
he?
alive.
Yeah, he's alive.
He's alive.
I thought he was
Yeah.
alive.
I thought he
Yes.
died last year.
Did he?
No,
He's
No, he's
alive.
Well, I don't trust that answer.
Well, look it up. Yeah, actually, it's fair right now after the last one.
I
IMDb seems to believe he is still alive. So
Okay.
Yeah, he's
still alive.
he's
yeah,
still
no,
alive.
he's
He's old.
95.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's old, but he's alive.
Okay, let me check
All right.
one more then.
Okay, got one.
So yeah, who was after that? Who's after Kevin?
Oh shit.
No, I got it. I got it already.
Okay. So then
That's
it's
still I want to go all things Affleck for 300.
300.
Ooh.
Motherfucker.
In Armageddon, his love interest was played by this aging rock star's daughter. Kevin.
Steven Tyler.
Correct.
Ah.
I just want to close my
Hey.
eyes.
You're almost out of the cellar there. No, give him his 300. He's at negative 100 now.
Why did it
No, he was
not-
at negative 700.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was a
I'm
negative
super
seven.
What
negative.
the-
I'll take. I'll just stick with it. All things Affleck for 200.
He won his second Oscar for this 2012 thriller.
Oh,
David.
Argo.
Correct.
That
That's
movie
what I
was
was
a
gonna say.
pile of shit.
Yeah, it was not as good as that.
All things Affleck for 500.
500.
Although famously raised in Massachusetts, he was actually born in this Northern California city.
Twatsville.
Opie.
What is Palo Alto?
Incorrect.
Oh,
you got the money to play with. Don't worry about it.
yeah. I took my shot.
Is it a fucking daily double?
No, all right, nobody else answered. Okay.
500.
Berkeley, California.
No, that
Interesting.
sounds so fucking accurate.
You're just so mad.
I think it's still mine. So
yeah.
I'll go Dead or Alive for 400.
Ridley Scott. Alex.
Alive.
Correct.
Tony Scott's dead.
Tony's the
Yeah.
gone one.
Let's finish off Affleck for 400.
Please finish
If
him
only.
off.
The third actor to do so, Affleck played Jack Ryan in this 2002 film.
I can picture it. Damn movie.
I'm trying to think of the name.
Yeah, I can't.
David?
Collateral Damage.
No.
No.
I couldn't remember it.
Anybody else?
I don't think so.
Wait.
Some of All Fears.
That was also a terrible movie.
It's the one that nobody
Jack
saw.
Ryan disappeared for a very long time because of that film.
Yeah.
So
It's not.
because
All right, so
Harrison
it's back-
Ford was before that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now we've got what's his face,
And
from
Alec
Office.
Baldwin started, and
Alec
John
Baldwin,
Krasinski.
then Ford, then Affleck, and then it was a dead zone for a while.
Yeah,
Now it's John Krasinski, right?
Yeah.
John Krasinski.
The first season was good. The second season was a little stretching.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the first season.
Let's do Dead or Alive for 500.
Hundo.
Wilford Brimley.
Ooh.
Kevin.
He's dead.
He dead.
is. Forget
He's
what this
dead.
says. He's dead.
He's
I just
dead.
looked it up to verify
Is
it.
this opposite? This is like the easiest thing to cross-reference.
Okay.
This is
So
a
there's
yes or
one
no
website.
category.
There's one website that I go to that.
No.
that usually
It
has
starts
stuff-
with, you need to start with, hey Siri, and then ask. You right now, like my computer is just like, hey, what's up?
All
Who
right,
is this?
go ahead.
Alive.
Pick next.
No idea.
I'll
It's
take
probably-
Dead or
it's probably
Alive for
wondering if
300.
That's why I'm asking it right now.
Tony Scott.
He's dead.
Dude,
Kevin.
Yeah, he's
Well.
dead. We
He's
covered that
dead.
before.
We just
he
said that.
Jumped off a bridge.
Oh shit! It says he's dead. Is he actually alive?
No, he's dead.
No, he sadly
sure?
is actually
Yeah,
dead.
I know he's
Yeah.
dead.
it's a
Are we
Just make
depressing
me
fact.
feel like
recapping
maybe
the
he's been
answer from like
resurrected.
10 minutes ago?
This is where Alex makes his comeback.
Yeah, apparently.
he doesn't need a comeback. He's got to catch up to Opie, but I'll take shit only Alex, for 300.
This is exactly what I wanted to happen.
UK 4, United Kingdom 37, and US 6. David.
Sam's shoe size.
Correct.
Ah, damn.
For 400.
No. Oh, okay, fine.
Sam's first pet's name.
Oh, our first one? Oh fuck.
Oh,
Wow, that was progressive.
I have an idea. I
Alex.
don't know which one it is. Is it Ralphie?
Yes.
oh.
I know all of them. I just don't know which one was first. I thought it was that one.
And to close out this board, Sam's go-to McDonald's order.
Oh fuck. We honestly
I hope
haven't
it's a-
gone.
I hope it's a
Yeah,
happy
oh,
meal.
it's
Alex.
McChicken with no mayo, small fry, and an iced tea
Correct.
Wow.
or a sweet tea, whatever.
And that was that for the first round.
That was the first. Oh my
Wow.
god!
Holy
wow.
shit.
Wait, what?
On to the second round,
Damn. Oh, double
where the
Jeopardy,
points
of
are now
course.
double. Yeah, this is double
Oh
Jeopardy.
my god.
Oh
Oh, shit.
gosh.
We have the Friends Lightning round. We have 2002 Oscar winners. We have misquoted, where I've got 5 commonly misquoted movie quotes, and you have to give me the actual quote from the movie. Explain a movie plot badly.
Yeah,
just-
we
it's
played that
just like-
before.
Exactly. Then Star Wars, and then more shit only Alex should know.
Fuck.
I was really happy with my second place. I'm concerned now. I didn't know there was more. I feel like I was like, cool, second place is good.
You still have like 2,000 free points over there on the right hand side.
Yeah.
That's fair. Even if I totally
David,
fuck up.
yeah.
Although you stole a couple. I bravo on the guesses on that one, by the way.
David's like, you're still in the plus. Let's just
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Sam should be a little disappointed in you. Let's be honest.
That he
No
pressed
reason.
his buzzer faster than me.
That's right.
No.
For one time.
Yeah. 2.
All
You
right.
got the birthday. Or no, who got the birthday?
I think it was Kevin.
Oh, Kevin got
Yeah.
the birthday. You got the shoe size. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes. So, David, being that you are in the rear, you go first in Double Jeopardy.
All right. Oscar winners for 1,000.
Whoa.
Oh,
Best Supporting Actress from Beautiful Mind. Opie.
Who is Jennifer Connelly?
Correct.
Damn.
Opie, pick a category.
Let's go to misquoted for 200.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Kevin.
Isn't it Toto? We're not in Kansas anymore.
No.
That's not the line.
Nope. Anybody else? Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
That's what I said. I'll play it back.
All right. That was it mine again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still you.
Let's go misquoted for 400.
Mrs. Robinson, are you trying to seduce me?
That makes me feel dirty hearing it in his voice.
That's what I was going for. Anyone? No Graduate fans?
No.
I like the movie, but I couldn't quote it.
Mrs. Robinson.
That's
you're
what
trying
I
to
was
seduce
just
me, aren't
saying.
you?
I was about to say that. Damn it. In my head, I'm like, Mister, you're trying to. Oh, okay. Misquoted for 600. Let's get through this shit.
Hello, Clarice. Anyone gonna venture a shot?
Isn't it
David.
hello there, Clarice?
Incorrect. Your hole grows bigger.
Get
Wow.
down in your hole.
Puts the lotion on the basket.
Good evening, Clarice.
Really? That's it. He never says hello, Clarice.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
actually, that one I actually, unlike
Although-
the Dead or Alive stuff, I verified on a couple
sure
of
you
different
did.
lists.
Sure, you did.
Because that one I couldn't
Yeah.
believe. Because I always,
Uh-huh.
for years, have thought it's always been hello.
Let's go to allegedly misquoted for 800.
Allegedly.
Play it again, Sam.
I know the movie. I just don't know what he actually
I know
says.
this. I know this is a misquote. I don't remember what the actual quote is. Yeah, I don't remember what the actual quote is.
Play it, Sam.
Damn.
Play as time goes by.
Now I thought in my head, I'm like, I think it's just play it, Sam. If I said that, would I have gotten that right?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I feel like it should have been right.
I feel like I would be fine with that answer being correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would, if consensus is that would be right, I'd be good with
All
that
right.
too.
So far, 2 of them I haven't buzzed in, but I've had the right answer. My God, I just didn't know. I gotta try it. I gotta try it. All right, next one. Let's go. I guess let's just finish it off for 1,000.
Luke, I
Oh,
am your father. Alex,
No, I am your father.
correct.
ooh.
I had that one as well.
All right, Alex, you pick.
Let's do the Friends lightning round for 2.
What was Monica's nickname when she was a field hockey goalie? Alex,
Big fat goalie.
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this all going to be questions from that quiz episode? Because I know all of them.
Me too.
This is the lightning round from
Oh,
the one with the
Oh,
embryos.
it's the actual one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I know all of them.
Yeah, now he's not so confident.
Yeah, well, it's your turn.
I'm not anymore. Let's go 400. Let's see what happens.
Chandler was how old when he first touched a girl's breast?
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Alex?
19?
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Because I know there's 2 ages in the episode.
Yeah, yeah.
For 6.
All right. Let's just do it. Yeah.
Monica categorizes her towels. How many categories are they? Alex?
11.
Correct.
Yeah. 8.
Growing up, Joey had an imaginary childhood friend. His name was, and his job was.
Oh fuck. I know his job, but I can't remember his name.
I don't
Oh,
remember either.
Oh fuck. He's a space cowboy. I know that much. I just can't remember his fucking name.
Opie's about to buzz in.
No, I don't know it.
Oh,
All right.
Maurice, and he was a space
Maurice.
cowboy.
Okay. Wasn't that the name of Ross's monkey too?
It's Marcel.
Marcel, that's right.
Next question
All right.
is that. All right, it's back to you.
Yeah, what was Ross's monkey's name?
1,000. Let's just finish it off.
What is Chandler Bing's job?
Wait.
Wait,
Because they never answer
they
this.
never answer that.
Should I answer what they say, or should I?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that, dude. I don't know what Pete's mind has conceived for the answer of this question. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, time has to be up, right? I mean, how
You
many?
got 3, 2,
I'm not gonna
1.
go for it.
I don't know. What is it?
Transponsor. Also acceptable as we
Oh,
never
so
really know.
It is the one that Rachel says. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I would have given it to you for either one of them.
We never really know.
Because you
Okay.
never really know until he goes into advertising.
Ooh, all right.
Actually,
It's
his
yours,
job is
Alex.
statistical data reconfiguration and analysis is his actual job title. I do know. Star Wars for 200.
Princess Leia was being held in this detention block aboard the Death Star. Anybody? No?
No.
And the
I don't
room
remember.
goes silent.
AA-23.
Huh.
Right now, I'm sure the only person listening is Donkey going, Jesus, that's
Let's just do 400 for Star Wars.
Kashyyyk is home to this race of walking carpets. Alex.
Oh, come on
Wookiees.
now.
Correct.
Wookiees.
Wookie.
At this point, Kevin, I'm excited if I'm seen getting in second place. I was like, I almost got there.
Let's
All
do
right.
explain a movie plot badly for 200.
Oh, I'm not going to be good at these.
Illegal immigrant brings violent culture with him. Thousands of innocent people killed. Kevin.
Avatar?
No.
That's a good
Opie.
Yes.
Godzilla?
No.
guess. Illegal
Anybody else? Anybody
brings
else?
violent culture with him.
But like legitimately Avatar.
Yeah. Dancing with Wolves?
Man of Steel.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Okay.
Um,
That was
Yeah, I
worth
got
the
these from a
loss.
website. I didn't make any of these up.
sure.
Okay.
The same website Kevin pulled it from when he did it that time.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do explain a plot for 400. Just burn through these.
Through hard work and perseverance, a recent immigrant rises quickly in the pharmaceutical industry.
A lot of immigrant stuff going on here.
This is the first two.
I see a theme.
In the pharmaceutical industry.
Nothing? Anybody?
No.
Oh,
Kevin?
Scarface?
Oh.
he
You
got
know
that
what?
in time. He got that in time.
Yeah,
I saw his thing.
I'm gonna you buzzed in exactly when I cut it, so I'm
That
gonna
was
give you
4.
points. Okay,
Look at you.
Tile, go to the runner. All
Let's
right.
go to 600. Explain a movie plot badly for 600.
2 FBI agents dressed as Iggy Azalea to catch some kidnappers.
The fuck?
Opie.
Is it White Chicks?
Correct.
Oh my.
Nice.
Oh no.
Okay. Oscar winners for 200.
Best actor training day. David.
Denzel Washington.
Correct.
Denzel.
You're gonna get out of that cellar,
Digging my
buddy.
way out. Yeah, let's go with Oscar winners for 600.
Best supporting actor for Iris.
Iris.
Yeah, I never even heard of the movie when I was going through this. I know the actor, but the movie, I was like, there was a movie out that year called Iris.
Huh.
We thought, oh yes, I've never heard of this movie. I should for sure include this.
Hell yes.
600.
Yeah.
Not the 1,000.
Jim Broadbent.
Oh yeah.
Who the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
Who?
Jim Broadbent. He plays like
I know
He's
who
a
Jim
British
Broadbent
actor,
is, and
yeah.
I can't even tell you.
He's
how
in
to
Moulin
describe-
Rouge. He's the
Yes, he is the
He's like the master of
carnival
ceremonies.
master. Yeah, master.
Okay.
Let's go with 400
All right.
for the 220. Yeah, Oscar winners.
Best director, A Beautiful Mind. Opie.
Ron Howard.
Correct.
Thought it was
Oh,
Ron.
that's what I thought too, but I wasn't willing to commit
Yeah.
anything to it.
Yeah, same.
Let's finish it off. 200 for 800.
Best actress for Monsters Ball. Kevin.
holy shit, Halle Berry.
Correct.
It is me.
Your clicker worked. Your clicker worked.
It's like you just got on the radio.
am I on? Is this live?
I'll do movie plot badly for 800.
A family's first Airbnb experience goes horribly wrong.
Feels like a
A
horror
family's
movie.
first Airbnb experience goes horribly wrong. No one? Oh, Opie?
The Shining.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right.
Want to close out that category?
Let's close it out for 1,000.
A very small man finds a mentally handicapped recluse in a cave and steals his only possession. David.
The Hobbit.
Yes. And David is out of his hole.
It's taken
Wow.
only till the
Just
end.
like The Hobbit.
Star Wars for 1,000.
Oh,
This is the only pilot to be featured in and survive all three of the original trilogy.
Wedge Antilles.
Correct.
Good old Wedge. Let's do 600.
Luke was headed here to pick up some power converters. David.
Ashi Station.
Correct.
It looked like that said Touche Station.
Yeah, let's go with Star Wars for 800.
Darth Tyrannus is better known by this name. David.
Oh.
Emperor Palpatine.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I forget which one Tyrannus.
Oh.
Count Dooku.
Yes, you're correct. Hold on. All right.
Wow. This is where Alex will just dominate.
Well,
Well, he's already winning.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't really necessarily think I need to have personal information about me and my girlfriend broadcasted over a podcast. So if we just want to skip this category and call it a game, I'm fine with that.
Is there a
No,
final
let's go
Jeopardy?
through it.
What the fuck?
No, there's I will tell you right now. I texted Sam all these questions to get these answers from her. There's nothing in here
All right.
that's outstanding. They're all very benign. Well, except for one.
Alex's
Except for
dick
what?
size.
Yeah, Social
Like,
Security
Oh, I'm fine with that. Super small.
All right, let's go through it.
Oh God.
You just want to go top to
Just
bottom.
go down the list. Yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
Sam's favorite movie.
Oh Jesus,
Sam's
no
favorite.
idea.
I mean, I think it's Beauty and the Beast.
Correct.
Okay.
I knew not Frozen.
I think Alex answered the live action though. So
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, he was wrong.
specifically.
yeah,
You guys are getting to know
Recent, he
so
said.
much about
What is
Sam.
Sam's biggest fear?
Biggest
Commitment.
fear. I mean, she has a few. I think like losing her vision is definitely one of them.
Incorrect.
I mean, it is a thing, but what's her biggest one then, according to this test?
According to
Snakes.
Sam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
had to be snakes.
For 600. If Sam was at
My
Hogwarts,
God.
she would be a member of this house. Alex?
Ravenclaw.
Correct. Leonardo.
Favorite Ninja
Alex?
Turtle.
Correct.
Oh.
You guys are
And
learning so
lesson.
much about my girlfriend tonight.
I'm taking
Sam
notes.
was in this grade
actually.
when she had her first kiss.
Oh fuck, I don't know this. You know this, and I don't know this, and I'm about to know this. I guess I'll guess. She wasn't much of a player back in the day, so
Third, fourth.
Buzz in first. There you go. What do you think?
I was gonna say third.
Incorrect.
Darn.
Anybody else? 7 seconds. Want a $1,000 guess? Opie.
Seventh.
Incorrect.
It
was the second grade.
Damn.
Oh wow, what a player.
Well, look at that.
And it's time to wager because we now have Final Jeopardy.
Oh,
Do we get a category?
Shit.
No.
What the fuck?
What?
No category?
Honestly, I forgot what I did for the Final Jeopardy.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds just about right.
That's
Doesn't
so on track. Oh my god. That's so. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I am there we go. I wagered.
As did I.
Saturday Night Fever, The Bodyguard, and Purple Rain are the 3 best-selling soundtracks of all time in this order.
Oh, you gotta put them in order?
Yep.
How do we do that?
Yeah, how does one do that
Okay.
exactly?
I don't
You
have
just
any-
say 1, 2, 3 and say what
Yeah, just tell me like the number 1 would be, the number 2 would be, the number
Yeah,
3
but
would
how
be.
do you buzz
But-
in? I mean, you're supposed
Oh,
to.
we
Well,
don't
I-
have
It's
to.
final,
'Cause
it's Final Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Nobody buzzes in. Just
But
write it
no,
down on a
here-
piece of paper.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know what it like. Okay, I don't need to write it down. I know what it'd be. So how?
Okay, well,
how
just
do
so
we
hold on.
prove-
So when the answer's up, this is what happens. So,
So
Alex,
you're,
you're in the
honor
lead.
system because as soon as someone gets it right, then everyone could be like, "Oh yeah, I had written down Saturday Night Fever."
Yeah, exactly. How do
okay,
we
I'll
prove
tell you what.
before-
I'll tell you what. We'll tell you what.
Text
Everybody
you? How about we all
yeah,
text
everybody
you?
text me right now. Not in the
Not
group
on,
text.
not on the group text.
The fact that we had to specify that shows that we're special people.
Well, I mean, it makes it so that everyone knows I have Pete's text number. So
All right.
This is great for the podcast, by the way.
Yep, this is thrilling. My
I
answer is
know.
into old
or
PDP.
something.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh wait, I sent that to Kevin. This is the Final Jeopardy question.
Yes.
That's a, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a softball, if you ask me.
I concrete.
All right. So, David, you were in last place.
No, still am.
And you wagered $100.
You wagered $0.
Wow. I can
Which was-
only hope you guys fuck up. That's the
which was
best
kinda
I can
bad.
do.
Oh, it just made you go away.
And
I don't know
Alex,
why.
And adios,
It is done.
motherfucker.
That was weird.
Wow.
I don't know why I did that.
This is brutal.
Because David actually got it right. The correct answer is The Bodyguard, Saturday Night Fever, and Purple Rain. And
See, when I
I
typed that to you,
won
by the way,
nothing.
I when I typed it to you, it was opposite day. So just reverse my list, by
Wait.
the way.
What? These are when they came out?
No,
it's
like-
the order
like
in which
the order in which the number one selling.
Order of like best selling.
Best-selling, yeah.
Oh.
Uh
Well, I didn't get it right.
That was me and Opie
That
tied.
explains Opie's wager.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get it
Alex wins this one. Kevin's down at 0.
That can't be
Opie
true.
lost 3,700, and Alex wins.
and I
with
came in second
6,700.
place with my
Yeah.
0 wager.
There you go. Played the
Look at
long
that.
game.
Actually, yeah, David won.
David's
coming
second
in
place.
That's he had to kick me off though, because I was too close to winning with my 1,100.
All right. Well, I do have a wheel now of
Oh, do you have all the
categories.
things?
Yeah.
Cool. Can Pete make this go away? Oh, he did. Hey, look at
Oh,
And
there's
so,
two Petes.
that.
Two Petes. No.
It was fun
There
earlier
we
watching, I forget what the last Friends question. You could see smug ass Pete from two different angles, just looking at him like, yeah, what you gonna answer, huh?
Because you guys I was just waiting for somebody to answer one of them. Because I was like I said, I'd accept. No, I would have accepted both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the last answer?
Yeah,
It's
on that last
monster.
But it was
That's
So
not
funny.
even a word.
So do you want me to tell you what the categories are
Yeah. What are the options that I have here?
on the wheel? So it's a wheel. We're just basically going to spin, and so you'll get. Let me take the background off so you'll be able to see it. It's going to spin, and then it'll land on one of these options. One is pick your poison, and that is you just pick a franchise that you want.
Would that be like for when I finish this one, then that would be my next one? Is that how that would
Yeah, so you
Okay.
don't need
Yeah.
to spin the wheel. You're just like what's available and just pick which one you want.
work? Okay.
The next another tile, and there's multiple of these tiles. The next one is take that shit. So that is you take somebody's franchise that's already that's already there. The other one is respin fuckface, so that you have to respin.
That's somebody else.
Like
Somebody else, I'm
somebody else
imagining. You
respin.
force
Yeah.
someone else to respin,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have put
Right.
fuckface in there if it wasn't that.
Yeah, exactly.
Then there's the free respin. So if you can keep that. So if you spin something you don't like, you can respin.
Mhm.
And then I think there's only one of fuck off franchise, and that you can like veto, I think, something you select. So
That's kind of the same as a respin now, yeah.
No, I had that. My idea behind that one was you can eliminate one franchise from.
oh, that's
the
right.
wheel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Before you
That's
just
what, yeah.
take it off
So like
the
if
wheel.
you got
Yeah.
and like my idea was like putting 10 of each of the top two because they're kind of like utility, and then five of the steal the spin and put it behind you, and then 3 of the pick any franchise, and then that eliminate is only 1.
Mhm.
So I guess this spin of the
Diamond in the
wheel
rough.
is for you, Alex.
Hooray.
Let me get that up there. We really got to figure out a better system for this.
No one's watching. It doesn't matter.
That's fair. But I just am not.
No, we
there
also got to be better about shouting out what happened.
Actually,
Yeah.
Is usually just cheer and we talk amongst ourselves for 5 minutes before we even announce what happened.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready for
Leaving
this?
the
spin?
audience in suspense.
Come on.
If it lands on Friday the 13th, I'm going to kill myself.
Take that shit for later.
Which one was
Oh,
that
that's
again?
nice.
So that's when you can just take somebody's franchise.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can
so
take it. Okay.
someone-
Yeah. Okay. So
Spins and-
Kevin gets done and he spins and he gets, whatever
Something
the
good.
franchise you want.
Yeah.
You can take that right now, even though you're in the middle of a franchise, and just like put it in your
It'll be
Netflix
your next
queue.
one.
Okay.
It'll just
Sounds
be
good.
your automatic next one.
I will save that for whenever Friday the 13th fucking shows up.
You want to steal it from someone?
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to steal that.
No,
Yeah.
I want to
I'm
watch
doing that-
Freddy versus Jason again.
I'm doing that one next.
And knock them all out. No, that's
All
good.
right. Well, that was
Okay.
pretty. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was fun.
The double Jeopardy or that was a bit surprising. And look at you, Alex.
The new era, boys. I told you
Oh.
all along I was fucking with you.
The long game.
Little did you know I knew a whole bunch about my girlfriend.
I just
Yeah.
really wanted to watch Cats. So once I did,
Yeah.
now it's game on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse out there for you.
That's it. I've hit the bottom. So now it's
Up from here,
straight
folks.
to the top, boys. Dirty fucking dangles, boys.
So, all right. I guess that's our show for this week. Is there anything coming up this week of to pay attention to, that anything like that we know that's being announced or anything like that?
Oh yeah, no, there's something coming out. What is it? Comes out on the 16th.
No, Mortal Kombat got bumped back a week, so it's the
Yeah.
Oh, did
23rd
it?
now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I don't know that anything's coming out this week in
That feels like
particular.
a weird bump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
1
got
week.
bumped back. Like, yeah, there's a couple of things that got bumped back by a week.
I wonder if they're trying to like get away from Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, we'll wait for that to end, and then we'll come out.
Honestly, I think they were waiting for Godzilla. They knew that it was.
Oh,
gonna be,
that is what it is. I think I read that. Yeah, that they
Yeah.
wanted to give it more time on HBO Max or something like that.
Yeah, exactly, because they're both HBO Max
Mhm.
releases.
Oh, Mortal Kombat is too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm actually going to watch it. I'm kind of excited about it. The more stuff I see,
Oh yeah.
I don't expect it to be great, just like Godzilla.
Oh, I'm gonna
but-
go see it in the
uh,
theater, man.
Are you gonna theater it? I haven't
I want to
decided
try and
yet.
theater that one because I saw the first one in the theater and I loved it. And
I did too. Like,
Well,
and
the first one
they've
was-
remastered
stupid.
the original soundtrack. I want to.
dude, I love the fucking soundtrack.
They released the new
Yeah.
song. Like that's the hype song, the hype Mortal Kombat song. It's
Mhm.
not as good, unfortunately.
No, that original one was dope.
It's-
That whole
it's
soundtrack
so
was
good.
actually
Yeah.
badass.
That was like when people learned about like EDM and techno
Yeah.
and house. Like, what is this music?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, way to peter out. This is we had a nice solid ending, and then
That's what EDM
drug
does
it
to
out.
me too.
It's just
That's what happens to my life force when I start hearing EDM. It just starts hello darkness, my old friend.
But the remix version.
Yeah.
With sad Ben Affleck.
All right. Well, I guess thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. And we will talk to you next week with something, I guess, Falcon and Winter Soldier at least.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
to
I'm
bring
gonna
it
be further
back.
in my franchise.
At the very least.
Yeah, at the very least.
Please
And that
come
was-
back.
Yeah, just, Sam, if you're still listening, God bless you. Yeah, you should have turned this off a while ago.
She probably
All
waited to see if I got all the questions right.
Yeah, she's taking notes. She's like, how do you not know snakes? Bye.
Bye.
We do
Yeah,
one
well,
that's
if we did,
dedicated.
if it was a Star Wars, then I definitely only do one board because there's only so much you can do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty shallow well of information in the Star Wars saga. You don't want to overload it.
Just a couple movies.
Yeah, but you would go as far as, what is the model number on the back of R2D2's leg? It's like, what?
Actually, I did find out. Do you know that what the writing is on Darth Vader's readout display on his chest? The little lights that flicker. It has like some writing.
It's Hebrew,
like,
isn't it?
Like the Arabic.
Yeah, but it's not Arabic. It's actually in Hebrew.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.